How's it going, guys? Apple here today. Today we're on part 11 on learning how to code in C++. Today we're going to be talking about while loops. Of course, from the name itself, while loops, you could easily tell what it is. It's basically a loop. There are many types of loops in C++. For example, do while loops, while loops, and for loops. But for now, on this series, I'm going to be talking about only two different types of loops, and that's while loops and for loops. Do while loops is really good, mainly for making a game. For example, you're making a game on a terminal or on a different window, and a while loop is good for, hey, if this button or action is not pressed, then the game continues. You could think of it as hit the X button on a window, it will close, and that's really all the while loop would do. It will make sure the program will actually be continuing and refreshing itself, so you could easily see what is happening and have that option of exiting out. Same is applied with while loops. I'm going to paste a average while loop and basically show you guys what it basically is and really tell you guys the ins and outs and what certain things do. Now, this is a very simple while loop. Basically, we have our variable right here. It's I and it's equal to 0. And then our while loop is basically right here. And then in these parentheses, it's basically what it's stating. Basically, for I, it's less than 5. So if this statement is true, so this statement right here will print out basically the number and then enter, since that /n really means an enter. And then I is going to be plus plus. Right here, this is just means it's going to be plussing 1 every single time it hits that line of code. And then when it's done, if it's true, it will go again and then keep on doing it until this statement is false. Once it's false, it'll continue on the next line and just be done with it. So let's go ahead and run this code. As we can see here, our code put out of a statement 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Since our code starts at 0, it prints out, since I is 0, it will print out 0. It'll basically print out I and then adds another one until it reaches to 5. Right here would be 5. And it will stop its code right there, mainly because of this. If we put this as double equal to and then execute, oh yeah, because it's false. If we put it as this, not equal to, and then we should have, in theory, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. And you can make this to any number you want. We could do 100, and it'll execute all those numbers. So really, while loops is really useful, especially in the real world. That's really all a while loop is, and that's really good, and it's a good reason to understand what a while loop does, and especially for example, another reason why you want to do a while loop is, let's say you're making a page, right? And you could actually basically write this integer and call it page number, and it'll give you and you can use it as a page number or a line number or some form of number that is going to be repetitive over and over and over again. So that's really what while loops are good for. And another thing I should mention, this right here, this plus plus, you can make this to minus minus. And with this code right now, pretty much this is a bad program right now. This is going to cause an error, and it's basically going to be called a runtime error. It'll continue until basically my computer crashes when we run this code, or even if like we have nothing right here as a statement, if we even run it, it's legitimately gonna crash. It probably already did. As we can see there, negatives, and just keeps on going to negatives until our computer just completely crashes. It will not stop. We're on negative 5,000. This is how fast C++ actually runs. So I'm going to close that before something crashes on my computer. So that's really all about while loops and all they really do. It's just a continuous way of looping a set of instructions. So this is really kind of good for like loading some screens, like making a loading screen, but pretty much that's really it. on while loops. Hope you guys enjoyed and liked the video. See you guys later.